Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Sony Playstation 5, which is, well, this is actually the controller. The PlayStation is way too big for me to hold it and carry it over here, so it's downstairs in the living room. But yes, I have the PlayStation 5, and I have to thank my boy Justin for hooking me up on release day for the PlayStation 5 console. He actually ended up getting two PlayStation 5s, one through a pre-order, which he thought it was getting delayed, so he ended up getting one in Target, but then the delay was actually falsified and he actually got it on release day. So he hit me up, I went and I picked it up on release day. So thank you, Justin, for the amazing hookup, my guy. Very appreciated. But let's get into why I think the PS5 is worth it, and also some reasons why I feel like the PS5 is not worth it as of yet. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first reason why I think the PlayStation 5 is worth it is obviously the SSD. The SSD is super fast and loading times are basically diminished compared to the PlayStation 4. Loading up Spider-Man Miles Morales was in as little as 15 seconds from clicking open to getting into the main menu, which is insane. Now, all games are different, but you definitely would not be having those 2-minute load times like you used to in the PlayStation 4. The second reason is obviously the graphics. But it's not just the graphics, it's the options to choose how graphically intensive you want your games to be now. In Spider-Man Miles Morales, for example, you get the choice to play in two graphical settings, fidelity and performance. In fidelity, you can play in 4K with ray tracing, which makes the game come alive with amazing details and reflections. In performance, you lose some quality with no ray tracing, but the game runs smooth at 60 frames per second as opposed to the 30 frames per second you get in fidelity. Now, both modes look great but feel different, and most games will give you the option to choose in which way you want to play, which is a first. Now, I'm glad that we have this option because it finally gives consoles a PC feel when it comes to changing how you want your game to play. And the third reason why I think the PlayStation 5 is worth it is because of the DualSense controller. This controller feels like something Nintendo made with the rumble features, which is a great thing. Playing a DualSense optimized game like Astro's Playroom really shows you what this controller is made of. Every footstep, punch, shot, or just any action you make will feel completely distinct with this controller. The adaptive triggers are incredible and has different pressure points to have different actions in the game. The mic is also amazing and you can hear your friends clearly through their built-in speakers. It's hard to explain the sensation you get from using the controller. It's something you have to feel to believe. Now, let's get into the three reasons why I feel like the PlayStation 5 is not worth it yet. The first reason is the size. It's big. No, it's a huge console. In my opinion, it's a huge eyesore to have depending on how your setup is. Now I have my PlayStation 5 laid sideways, and it does not look good in my opinion. I know I can fix this to try to make it look better, but just the sheer size of this console makes it difficult to look good in most living room setups. The second reason is actually the SSD size. Now, you only get 667 gigabytes of the available 825 of the total space. Now, this will fill up quickly as modern games can easily be about 100 gigs in size or more. Now, there is expandable storage in the form of NVMe drives, but at the time of release they have not given users the option to use that storage yet, but hopefully it would happen sooner than later. And finally, the last reason why I don't think the PlayStation 5 is worth it is because the lack of games that fully utilize the DualSense controller. I really think that the DualSense controller is the biggest selling point of the PS5 because the sensation that the controller gives you is like nothing else. The only issue is that not a lot of games utilize the DualSense controller to the fullest potential. Spider-Man Miles Morales does not use any of the new features that the controller gives you. NBA 2K21 will use the adaptive triggers to simulate fatigue, and Call of Duty will make each gun feel different with the triggers as well. It is ultimately up to the developers to make sure that their games fully utilize these new features for the controller. But so far, as of launch, there aren't many games that utilizes the controller to its full potential, apart from Astro's Playroom, which is a game that's automatically bundled with the PS5. Alright guys, and there you have it. That is my take on the Sony PlayStation 5. I think it is a great console. Obviously, we're in the beginning stages of it, so it has a lot of time to mature, so things can only get better from here, hopefully. I know that scalpers have been taking over the world in regards to getting these consoles, also a lot of computer parts. So if you guys are really trying to get one, I would just hold off on it as much as you possibly can. In a few months time, hopefully things will start getting back to normal. You can get your hands on one at retail price, but do not support their scalpers. They're not worth it for the prices that they're asking for. Just wait, be patient, and hopefully you will get one soon enough. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit like. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you all in the next one.